everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you are in the world. This is Desta Herbal Soap Skincare and Lifestyle. I'm so glad to be with you guys today. It's a long time I've done a video like this. Most of the time you only see my hands or you see me doing things, okay? So today we'll be discussing two questions. I don't have much time. There are so many questions, but I'll just answer these two, okay? Then I'll keep on picking them like that, little by little, until I answer as many as I can. I receive a lot of questions every day, but I'll just answer these two. The first one I'll be answering is ingredients in a sunburn soap. Somebody asked me, if you want to make a soap for sunburn, for a sunburn client, what are the ingredients you add and how would you make it? Then another person asked me that, why do I say that hydrometer is not the best way of making soap? I'll just give some few explanations. So let's start with the first one. Now, sunburn happens when your skin has been inflamed, okay, either due to heat damage, either from direct exposure to ultraviolet rays, that is the sun, or maybe from chemicals, or from a trauma of any kind. It could be a slap, it could be you hit yourself there mistakenly, or it could be that maybe there were rashes there and maybe you tried to treat it, and as they were healing the place got inflamed and got darkened. Or it could be from the use of bleaching agents, which is, as I said, chemicals. It could be from chemicals, usually from bleaching agents. Then how do you treat this? Okay, generally we people of darker skin color, because we produce more melanin, wherever the body feels that there is a need to protect the skin, when there are signs of inflammation which include heat, redness and pain, or if there is any sign of trauma, the body tries to make up and defend itself, defend that particular part of the skin by producing more melanocytes, okay, to protect that region. So at the end of the day, you see that place grow, becomes like sunburn, mostly around the eyes, where that is the area that is more sensitive. Some you get it around the neck, forehead, and like that. You understand? So is there a soap that can treat it? Yes, there are ingredients that have been certified. There are ingredients that can work. And this is another way of me telling you that natural soap making is one of the best. Okay, I'm more into natural and herbal soap making. Okay, now some of the natural ingredients that could work include your things like your coconut milk, include things like your honey, include things um like your milk. Okay, you can incorporate these ingredients into your soap batter. I already have a video on how I made a fruity soap. You can use that kind of method, or you can use any other method that suits you, but make sure you put most of these your ingredients at the end of your soap. Not that you put them into the lye water, no. Not that you put them after trace, no. If possible, sorry, after mixing in your chemical, no. You mix it, if possible, after trace. After your soap have done, you now pour in this. Mind you, you'd have calculated the amount of these things to put. You'd have calculated the right amount to put, okay? That is how you do it. This list is not limited to just this, okay? There are other things you could add that will make the soap extra moisturizing, such that it will be able to deeply moisturize the skin even as you're bathing. If you're able to make a soap that have the quality like Dove soap that is good in, that is high in moisturizing factor, good, that will also be very rich, so that even as the person finishes bathing, the soap, the body is not super dry. It is very good for such things as this, as dry skin, as redness, as eczema, as peelings, as sunburn. Okay, so I will not want to go into how to make such a soap. Okay, it's not everything I'll tell you guys here, don't mind me. Okay, so now the second one we'll be talking about is hydrometer in soap making. There are some reasons why I don't support hydrometer. Let's put it this way. You see these oils that you're seeing, everybody has his behavior, everybody has his characteristic. It's just the way you see your palm oil, your palm kernel oil, your coconut oil, your olive oil, your sandalwood oil. All of them are oils. but they behave differently. There are some when you refrigerate them immediately, boom, they harden. Some even when you refrigerate them, they will still not harden. They will still be in a semi-solid or in a semi-solid or in a fluid a way. Is it not so? Then there are some that even at room temperature, once the temperature gets down just a little bit, they solidify. Is it not so? So that shows you that this oil and that oil is not the same. They might all be oils, they might all be fats, they might all be butters, but they are not exactly the same. They have different fatty acid chains. Okay, their fatty acid chains are different. There is long chain, there's medium chain, there's short chain fatty acid. So all of them behave differently, even in the body. You know, saponification takes place even in the body. That is why when you eat your food, you eat fat, you eat your oils, you don't shit them out. Is it not so? They still get digested. Is it not so? Why? Because you have bile salts that digest this fat. And in the process of this digestion, what is happening? In saponification, when the palm oil, granule oil you eat in your food gets broken down and it is able to be absorbed by your body, what happens? It's because of saponification. Let's say, for example, you have chickens at home and you see them stooling. At times, maybe the stool will look greenish. What happens? It's because either they were hungry, they did not eat much, so the bile that was supposed to digest this fat have come out, and it will come out in that greenish form. Not all greenish stool in chickens, mind you, indicates that those chickens are hungry. It could be a sign of illness. But at times, underfed chicken or chicken that are not well fed or chicken that is not eating tends to bring a greenish stool, because the bile that came out, the bile salts that came out to digest this fat is not available. The fats are not available. So at the end of the day, the bile salts come out like that. You see them looking greenish. Okay, so quickly, I'm running out of phone storage. What happens? All these fats, all these oils, all these butters that we use in our soap making, you can't just use hydrometer method to gauge and to make your soap. It won't work. Not that you can do it and it will work, but if you want to do it professionally, if you want to do it in a good way that you can beat your chest, you want to do it well in such a way that anybody that comes for any soap, luxury soaps you can make international standard, you can't use hydrometer method to do that. Honestly, because they all behave differently, they all react differently with the light. I'm running out of phone storage. Okay, so we'll continue this video another time. Okay, but before I round up, this is something I'd like to show you. Another thing that you can use to treat your sunburn perfectly is this vitamin E oil. You can mix it with your aloe vera gel and then rub it on your face. Give yourself less than a week, it will clear. I'll try, if possible, I'll make a video for you on how to use this vitamin E oil in making your cream, your facial cream. Okay, so you can also add aloe vera gel to your soap when you're doing it against sunburn. Okay, so I'm rushing, okay, because I don't want this video to cut because of lack of storage. But I'll talk to you guys in another video. I'll make another video. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay, thanks, bye. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.